Damn! I'll take you to the past, and I'll get you in the future!
Damn, old man, slow down!
What's up, everybody? You are watching Fun with the Gun, and today we're checking out the 300 Blackout versus the 7.62x39. Ah, that's so much better. Alright, so we've got our 300 Blackout here, 7.62x39 there. As many of you know, the 300 Blackout was made to compete with the 7.62x39, and we think that the 300 Blackout is really the bullet of the future. So we're going to talk about why. Let's get things started. Alright, so we feel that the 300 Blackout is going to be, in the next maybe 5-10 years, the bullet of the future. You know, comparing it to the 7.62x39, it has so many merits above it. Look, we're running 147 grain remanufactured by Freedom Munitions. The brand doesn't really matter. 147 grain weight. They also make them in 110 grain weight, 125, 220 for subsonic speeds. And then the best part about that is when it's traveling subsonically, you can put a suppressor on your gun and it is dead quiet. It's like a BB gun. That is a gigantic advantage that this has, the 300 Blackout has over the 7.62x39.
Yeah, it'll take the place of a 45 or a 9mm automatic in close range combat. All you have to do is replace the upper receiver.
Yeah, it's excellent. So like say you're running a Mark 12 SPR, right? You've got your 18-inch barrel on there. You can just swap out the upper and then change out the magazine. And the best part is that with the amount of versatility that you can afford because of the type of platform that the 300 Blackout uses, everything is the same besides the barrel for a standard AR-15. So all you need to do...
That means same magazine?
Same bolt carrier, same bolt, same everything except for the barrel. That's the only difference between the two calibers. Now that does mean that if you get a 300 Blackout in your 5.56 chamber, you're going to have a really bad time. But
you're going to blow your barrel up.
Yeah, you are. That's what's going to happen.
So that's the only downfall to it. I mean, or the negative thing about it is that when you're shooting 300 Blackouts, I wouldn't suggest don't be shooting your AR-15 5.56 also.
Yeah.
One or the other, because if you accidentally, have a brain fart, it's going to be a costly one.
Yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, when you have a long-barreled upper receiver, actually chambered in 5.56, I was going to use this as an example, you've got a long-range potential there. You've got a gun that's accurate out to probably about 400 yards if we're talking realistically here. So then say all of a sudden that you've got to go, and the example that I'm using here is like somebody who's deployed, or maybe SWAT or something like that, where you've got to shoot long range and then you don't have time to go back to base before you've got to go into a close range mission of some sort, right? You just swap out the upper receiver, change out your magazine, and you're good to go, and you've got a short range weapon. I mean, check this thing out. Look. This is an 8.5-inch barrel right here. This is outstanding.
Very short turning radius.
Yeah.
So that means speedy target acquisition in close quarters.
Exactly, and that is brilliant for if you're in a close quarters combat situation. You're not going to be doing that with an 18-inch barrel. Yeah. That's what I love, absolutely love about the 300 Blackout platform here, is that it's just a standard AR platform, just takes a different ammo. It's such a versatile platform. But anyways, that is what is truly incredible about the 300 Blackout, is the fact that it is so versatile, so many different things that you can do with it. Yeah. You know, you can run a 16-inch barreled version, you can run an 8-inch barreled version, subsonic, supersonic, whatever you want to do, the 300 Blackout can make it happen. Alright, so we've discussed the merits of the 300 Blackout pretty extensively now, but how does it compare exactly to the 7.62x39? What do you think? I mean, we do know that there is 7.62x39 subsonic ammo, and you can silence a short-barreled, subsonically fed AK.
Yeah, you have AK short-barrel rifles or AK pistols.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you've got 7.62x39s of various bullet weights, though I will argue that they're not as diverse as the 300 Blackout. So, first and foremost, what about muzzle velocity?
Well, of course, you have different bullets, different
Weights?
weights, and different velocities. The 300, I just think, is so much more versatile, at least now. I don't know if the Russians will, change it up. But anyway, we were reading, and I've never seen it, but I know they have a 78 grain.
High defense,
yeah.
CQ.
2,800
2,800 feet per second, yeah.
feet per second, so that's pretty damn quick. That'll take it out, I'll bet 400 yards.
Yeah, it
yeah.
seems like it'll be a lot quicker. Maybe a little bit more aerodynamic too. I don't know.
Right.
So that's what you're gonna get. Oh, I've never seen a 7.62 by 39 that has that sort of low weight and that high speed.
Yeah.
So that's one advantage that the 300 Blackout has over the 7.62 by 39. Now, normally we're gonna be looking at about 122 grains for the average 7.62 by 39, right? And about 125, I'd say, for 7.62 by 35, 300 Blackout.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have 147 grains here, but there are a lot of 125 grains out there.
And I say the reason we have this is because right now, since there aren't as many people using the 300 Blackout, it's really kind of pretty esoteric amongst people. So they're expensive.
Yeah.
Relative to this. And you can shoot this all day long and it won't put a dent in your pocketbook.
$5 for 20.
Yeah, these guys are pretty darn expensive.
How much you pay for them?
This,
What's the difference?
the reason we are buying this 147 grains from Freedom Munitions is because we pay about 50 cents a bullet for that.
Pretty good.
Almost like what you pay for a 223, a decent 223 or a 556.
And that's a fair price.
Yeah.
That's about what you're going to get for a mid-range 300 Blackout round. 7.62 by 39 though, way cheaper. How much
Yeah.
are you paying for these?
These are about $6 for 20.
Nice.
So we do the math there. What is that?
20, somewhere around 20 cents.
30
30.
cents?
Somewhere around there. I'm
30
sure you
cents,
guys in the
20,
comments will be
yeah,
calling us
yeah.
idiots.
Well,
Get your math right. But
yeah,
anyway,
right. 20 cents.
that's what it is. So yeah, the speed though between the two is not actually that different if you get the same bullet weights going. We're looking at about 2,200 feet per second out of a 16-inch barrel for 125 grain 300 Blackouts. The 7.62 by 39,
And out of a short barrel,
about
not that much.
2,000.
Yeah, it doesn't drop that
2,050.
because it burns. The powder burns pretty good.
Yeah, it's very efficient, and that's a great thing about it. 122 grain 7.62 by 39. You're looking at about 2350, 24. It's about how fast these things go. So there's not that much of a difference in velocity. But what we're saying here is that we're seeing a lot of difference or a lot of variation in the bullet weights of 300 Blackouts. So that's a really cool thing, and like we said, that ties into our greater talking point of the 300 Blackout being the most versatile cartridge in existence.
Yep, and you hold on because they're going to get cheaper.
Okay, we're here at 25 yards. We've got 3 balloons downrange attached to our paper silhouette there. They're friendlies, so we're going to see if I can do a little bit of damage to that paper silhouette without hurting our guys that are attached. 3 shots. All right, that looks pretty successful to me. 3 shots. Looks like our guys downrange are unharmed. Nice, let's take it back to 50. Now those guys are bad guys. Okay, so now we've got our 3 unfriendlies over there. Let's see if we can take them out with our nice little 300 Blackout pistol here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's some accuracy out of this gun. I love this pistol. All right, so let's take a look at our paper silhouette here. So from 25 yards, when I was trying to avoid hitting our friendly balloons here, my shots went here, here, and here. Pretty accurate, actually, from 25 yards not being able to shoulder an AR pistol. I'm impressed. I think that's good accuracy. So then we moved back to 50 yards. Balloons were counted as unfriendly, shot at them, hit here, here, and here. Didn't take any extra shots. This gun is miraculously accurate. First and foremost, for not being able to shoulder it. And second of all, because we only paid $200 for the upper receiver. So I am more than impressed by the level of quality that this 300 Blackout is showing here. And this is a really great indication of that. So we've got some more cool stuff in store for you guys. Let's move on. All right, So we've got a 100-yard paper silhouette down there, and we've got our AR pistol here. I want to really make sure everybody understands this is an AR pistol, not a short-barreled rifle. And as a result, you're not allowed to shoulder this thing, right? So I have to put it on my cheek. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. I'm gonna shoot this thing from the cheek at 100 yards, and we're gonna check out what kind of grouping we get. This should be great fun. Let's try this out. Okay.
Okay, so this is a versus video, right? So I'm shooting the AK. I think I might have a little advantage in that it is a rifle. I can shoulder it, and my sights are much better than the cheap ones that we have on there. I shouldn't have built myself up so much. Now I got more pressure.
Shoot for the head!
All right, I claim the closest ones to the center. Okay, so we haven't reviewed, we have another camera that's
That tracked the footage here as
Yeah.
we were shooting.
so we don't know whose bullet's who, but I would guess, just a guess, because he's shooting a pistol, I'm shooting a rifle from 100 yards, that this would be the AK.
Yeah.
I'll put my neck out. So that's it. And in my opinion, shooting this pistol that we have, this AR pistol, from 100 yards up against the cheek with this cheap sights that we have, I'm making all these excuses, but
Right.
it's true. If he's even hitting this target, that's pretty darn good.
Especially
You gotta
from an 8.5-inch barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's not a lot of stabilization that you get.
But this gun, we built it bare bones, pretty inexpensively.
Yeah, we had the goal when we were first creating this thing to build it as cheaply as humanly possible.
Right, and we're going to slowly upgrade it, and you'll see it in videos to follow this. But anyway, that's what we got here. We got 9 shots on paper, although maybe not the most perfect shots, but they are on paper.
Yep.
So 1 shot missed, and we'll see, and we'll laugh about it. Okay.
So you got your little bit of speculation, and I think I agree with you there. I think that the less accurate shots are going to be from the AR pistol, and your more accurate shots are going to be the AK. And I think it just makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
It just makes sense. So I can't wait to see what it is and see if we're right.
You know, we started out the video with an intent of comparing it to the 7.62 by 39, the AK-47 bullet, which is basically what it was designed to emulate.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, and we're thinking as we go along here, that I don't think this is the AK bullet, the 7.62 by 39, is going to be replaced anytime soon. But what I think it may replace, and I know we're going to get hate mail over this, but I really think it's going to replace the 223 or 5.56.
Yeah, think about it. It affords so much more stopping power over what you've got.
Right.
And really the range isn't all too different if we're being honest here, because realistically, if you're shooting a 5.56 at 400 yards, you don't have a lot of velocity or muzzle energy
You'll
left.
be shooting a 308.
Yeah, you're going to want to have a higher caliber weapon when you're shooting at that sort of range. So the 300 Blackout is a perfect replacement for the 223 5.56 in our opinion. We think that it's the best that there is right now.
Close quarters up to 300 yards. I really don't think this 300 Blackout can be beat.
300 yards might be pushing it a little
Yeah,
bit.
it probably is. I'm exaggerating, tend to exaggerate sometimes.
But anyway, yeah, that is our thoughts about this, and there's really not that much more to say about the matter. So I think this is going to conclude our video here.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you all so very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And keep up with us on Instagram, because that's where I post all of our channel updates. Anybody who's curious about what's going on behind the scenes, go check out our Instagram. I'll post the link down below in the description. Thank you all so very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. This has been Fun with the Gun, signing out.
We're at the range. Take care.